My name is Greta Winklebauer, and this is Eric Strong. Our farm, Gretta's Goats, is located in Pecatonica, Illinois. Eric and I both grew up on small farms, and it's been my dream to get back onto the farm. And we started in a farm business development program in Grays Lake at Prairie Crossing Farm as one of their incubator farmers. And the business continued to grow and do well, that we were able to buy this farm about 2 years ago. And our goal is to produce farmstead cheese and sell it and create a dairy here in addition to our soap.
In order to fulfill our dream, we had to start with soap. There was less regulation with soap, and we were able to grow a relatively sustainable business with our soap products. Our ultimate goal, that when we started this whole farm, was to develop a farmstead creamery to begin producing milk from our goats. Currently, it's somewhat of a struggle. I continue to work off farm to make sure that we're able to pay some of our bills that way. But we've been fortunate enough that we've grown this business in small enough steps that we're on the verge of having the farm sustain us as a family.
We're doing between 5 and 7 a week right now, just to make it work. And then we also sell wholesale to a couple of Whole Food stores in Chicago and a lot of different boutiques. And then we were sold nationwide at Crate and Barrel stores a year ago, and for 1 year. So yeah, we do wholesale and we do farmers markets, direct to customers.
We had a goal that when we started the farm, that we wanted to be self-sustaining when it came to feeding all of our animals. So our model was basically to transition this farm from traditional row crops, which you can see all around us, corn and soybean rotations, to actually providing high quality grass and grazing areas for the goats. This year is our second season of growing hay, and we've filled our barn, and we are at capacity for hay, which will also mean that we'll have a surplus, hopefully with one more cutting in the next year. The goats are basically rotated throughout all these pastures. They usually spend 3 days in a specific pasture, and then we move fences, move goats throughout that system. We also use our personal flock of laying hens to sort of clean up the mess that the goats left behind. Last spring, we were fortunate enough to receive a grant from the Frontera Foundation, which they accepted our project idea to actually develop a farmstead creamery here. We'll be purchasing all of the cheese making equipment with those dollars, and then we're also raising additional capital to begin construction on that creamery.
I took a lot of classes over the past 7 years, so it's kind of been a gradual work in progress. So it's just been constant learning and to get to this point. We have a huge customer base in the Chicago area, and people have been really supportive of our farm, and they've just kind of been waiting for the cheese. So we have a huge market for the cheese. We feel pretty strongly about the future of the farm.
In the future, we would like to transition the farm to being organic. At this point, we are following organic principles to do that. There's just a fair amount of expense that would go in, time and expense going into the certification standards. We're trying to get the whole operation just up and running.
Just talking to people constantly, getting out there. Like I said, we do 5 to 7 markets a week, so we're constantly talking to people about our farm and why the products from our farm are so great.
We've also tried to be really transparent with what we're doing here. We offer farm tours. If people email, if people call, we invite them onto the farm to see exactly what we're doing. We do that with our soap currently, and I expect that we'll do the same thing when the creamery is up and running. Last fall, this spring actually, we did a farm day here, and we invited all of our customers out for the day, and it was a tremendous success. People are absolutely enamored with our goats. In the past, we've taken some of the smaller goats to farmers markets, and people line up just to see them and to interact with them. We chose a smaller breed of goat, partly because we felt that they were really cute. These goats actually produce some excellent milk with high butterfat content, but they're all a bunch of characters. They love to have fun. We started with a really small herd. We had 3 when we began. There's a brown one in there named ShamWow. She came to us just after she weaned her kids, and we learned to milk her. Since that time, we've grown the herd to, 37, I think, today? 35 or 37?
32.
32 today.
Yeah.
We're a closed farm, and that's to basically protect the herd from any outside diseases or sickness for the goats. So we have enough genetic diversity now with the goats that we've brought on that we're able to breed and sustain our herd that way.